So I'm making this video which is really different than all of my other videos on this channel, especially because I know I have a lot of young subscribers which are very innocent and gullible, and I need to pop your cherry with a heavy dose of reality. You see, what happened today was that a friend of mine wanted to go to give an interview. And he has a problem, which is a big issue when you're giving an interview. He had a long time where he didn't have any job. Like, he had this big gap in his resume. I believe it was 7 or 8 months in which he was unemployed. And to tell this to an employer is really a shock. It's like being 35 and you're out on a date and you tell that girl that you've never had a girlfriend before. It just raises red flags. And while sure you can somehow justify and explain it and put on an Oscar-awarding performance there in order to show why you really didn't manage to have a job during that time, most of the time they're not going to bother with you. What they're going to do is that they're going to hire someone else that didn't have this gap. So it's really unfair, very unfortunate as well. And why not just lie? And this is where the moron comes in. And the moron is usually a very innocent person in their naivete. It's you know, someone that does things the proper way, but usually seems not to have a job. And this person will be like, what do you mean lie? Oh, lying is wrong. It's like, what the fuck are you, like the priest? Are you Jesus? And you're looking down upon my sins? Shut the fuck up. Like, why is it that the company is allowed to lie to you non-stop, constantly, and you're supposed to take it? Like, why is it, like, do you think the companies are upfront and honest? Because I can tell you they're not. I mean, maybe in America they are. What do I know? You know, maybe in America companies are of a different sort than here in Eastern Europe. But let me give you an example, right? Like, the company is going to hire you to work 8 hours a day. Do you honestly think if you're going to work 10 hours a day, they're going to pay you extra? Do you honestly think that whenever a company says that this thing which really bothers me because the leftists are praising, it's like, oh, unlimited vacation time. Unlimited vacation. How does that work? Why would people even show up to work if you have unlimited vacation? Do you know what unlimited vacation means? It means that you're going to have to fulfill work quotas that are impossible to fill within 8 hours. So yeah, technically, you know, if you've done your job and everything is fine, you can take that unlimited vacation. Chances are you're going to be home and they're going to phone you from work to go to work even in your free time. Unlimited vacation means that they won't have to pay you those extra vacation hours if you quit. That's what unlimited vacation means, because there's no more vacation plan. There's nothing in the contract. And they're like all free. You know, so I can give you like examples after examples after examples when corporations lie to the little guy. But heaven forbid you lie in your resume. So what did I do? I told the guy, it's like, look, tell them you're still employed, and if they ask you for your manager's number, just give them mine. And the lady calls me, and I'm like, yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah, he used to work for us. Well, I can't say anything bad out of the top of my head. Like, we have so many employers, you know, because you can't really say, oh my god, he's the golden goose. Like, you need to hire him in your company right now, because then people catch on about it. No, I was like, we have so many employers here. Like, he didn't particularly stand up. I remember him a couple of times, you know, congratulating him for making a couple of deals with some clients. But other than that, you know, I can't really remember, can't really tell. Well, I'm sorry, I'm really busy right now. Gotta take other calls. See ya, bye. You know? Oh my god, what have I done? It's like, oh, shut the fuck up. You know, like, companies do a lot worse to their employers, and I have no shame. I have no guilt for helping a friend out. And you know what? I'm not only helping the friend out, I'm telling you that you should help a friend out when it comes to something like this. And if you have no friends, just find a company that went bankrupt recently and say you work there. What are they going to do? And if they ask you for a phone number, give them mine. Give them mine from Romania and I'll talk on your behalf. Jesus. I generally, like, do not understand these gullible people, especially the ones that look at the job offering. And let's say the job offering requires that you know 17 languages and you only know 16. So it's like, oh, I'm not going to apply. I'm not going to apply because I don't meet the requirements. Just shut the fuck up and apply. Like, what are you going to lose? What exactly is it going to lose? You're going to get hired and then you're going to learn that extra language. That's what you need to do. Why am I even teaching? Like, the fact that this is controversial and the fact that you need to tell little kids this in order to understand that, oh yeah, you need to get a job and it's okay to lie. Do you know how else it's okay to lie, by the way? A lot of companies nowadays just scrape your social media account, all right? And they're very judgmental. Very judgmental. Oh, you have a lot of pictures partying. Well, this doesn't seem like an employer that we kind of want, because look, he does a lot of booze. What if he comes drunk at work? Blah, blah, blah. You know, maybe you have a picture at a strip club, or heaven forbid, you have some political opinions. Oh my God. Oh, this guy doesn't hate the president. He doesn't like him either, but he doesn't think the orange man is Satan. Clearly, it is not a correct fit for the company. Fucking lie! Just lie! Just say that no! Just have a different social media account where everything is pristine. Like, I don't know, if you want to become an engineer, just have like a I love engineering avatar and just post, you know, like random crap from engineering, you know, whatever magazines you guys seem to have there. And you know, like the most pristine pictures with you in a suit, you on your holiday. Just have that account where you post every single month at least 1 or 2 posts on it, and have that for when you get employed. And that's the one you show to your employer. And then have another shit posting account where you can post frogs or whatever you want. It's just like, I mean, at the end of the day, what's more important? Paying the bills, or, you know, being honest to a person you don't even know who's dishonest to you to begin with? I have yet to see a single company that's 100% upright front with the people that they're hiring. You know, I'm not telling you to lie like majorly or something like that, but it's not their business if you support the US president or not to begin with. Oh, and if they ask for race, you're biracial. All of you are biracial. All of you have like a father that's black. If you don't make up one, Jesus. Another one, you know, it's like, are you religious? Yes, you love Islam. You suck the Islamic cock really hard. It's like every single day you go to the mosque and you pray. Honestly, like, I don't understand. Like, if you know that diversity hire is a thing, and it's not like official, they won't say, you know, we don't hire white people. But it's like if you go to a company that you know this is the case, why not say you're a Muslim? How can they prove you're not? You know, seriously. Unless you're going to like a Christian or bakery or a Christian organization, then you're a Christian. You love Jesus since the day you were born. And when you apply for another company, you love Muhammad since the day you were born. Inshallah. Like, what's this here? They want to know my sexuality? I'm a faggot. That's what you need to tell them. Like, if you go to a company that is doing software or engineering work or anything that's not related to your tushy, why do they care if a cock goes up in there or not? It's obviously for some diversity crap, in which case, yes, you take it up the asshole. You know, oh, they look on your Instagram and they see that you like girls. Well, recently there's this special girl in your life. You know, it's trying to seduce you. This succubus is trying to lead you astray, away from your LGBT activist. Yeah, like, just tell them shit. Tell them what they want to hear. Do you want the job or not? Honestly, I'm starting to think that this might be a stupidity interview, you know, like a stupidity test. If you're that stupid to actually tell them really everything that you are and you're really that honest, then you don't deserve to get the job. You know, like, really, seriously, I know this is not how the world should be, okay? I know it's not fair. But how is it fair that if you weren't born gay and you weren't born diverse, you're not likely to get the job? How is that fair? Is it fair? No, so then lie. Be unfair. If you want to win an unfair game, you need to play unfairly. You know, like, the fact that this is even a controversy just boggles my brain. It's like, no, there are people out there like, no, you're not supposed to, you know, maybe they found Jesus or something. If they find Jesus, go to the church. Don't go into my house. You know, and by the way, I'm not saying you should lie in your life, because it's important to be an honest person. Okay? Like, do not lie to your friends. Do not lie to your family. But this is business, motherfucker. It's business. They are going to lie to you. You're not going to get the job because someone else who lies is going to get it in front of you. So why not? And I'm not telling you to just, you know, like, oh yeah, I've been a programmer for my entire life. When I sleep, I learn to code. Let me contact Better Call Saul on my speed dial so he can get me a fake diploma. No, I'm not saying that thing. Like, you shouldn't. Actually, you shouldn't do that, because that can be verified and you're wasting your time and you're wasting the employer time. But small things that can't be disproven, like, for example, your grandfather's black, or your grandfather's Jewish, or, I don't know, you're into Islam, or you're gay. You know, like, these things, like, they can't verify it. There's no way of them telling it. And if this is what they want to hear, by all means, go and tell them. And you know, like unreasonable things, like you happen to have a work gap, which might not even be your fault. You know, like maybe you got laid off during the holiday, and you know, like who is hiring during the holidays? Let's be honest, right? They're not going to be understanding, and the more you have a time period without a job, the bigger that gap, the less likely it is that they're going to hire you. So yeah, then just tell them, yeah, I'm still employed at my last company. You want the manager's number? Here, have V's number. I can't lie, but he will do it for me. I mean, and I'm generally curious, is this the Eastern European way? Because again, like, you have to understand, when you're in the market, you're competing with liars. So unless you really are the best of the best of the best of the best, you're not going to get through. It's the dishonest people that are going to be in front of you. And unfortunately, honesty doesn't pay the bills. Honesty doesn't put food on your table for your family. So at least learn, if you can't lie properly, at least make some little lies here and there. Like make a fake social media account where you support your LGBT activists, where you only post important things, and where you have the correct political opinions. And once you're in the company and you become a valuable employer and they can't afford to fire you because you're literally that good, then you can start going with your MAGA hat at work. Then you can start, you know, doing whatever you want. But until that point, play the freaking game. You know, how do you think the social justice activists infiltrated the institutions? Do you think they went there and said, oh yes, I'm a Marxist, oh I hate Christianity, oh America, I can't stand it? No, like they pretended to be like everyone else, kept their head down, managed to get into positions of power, and then revealed their power level. So yeah, no, that's just my thing. You know, like, I don't know, let me know what you think about it. Do tell me, is it wrong though? Is it wrong? And is it right if companies lie to people? Because this is like what I don't understand, okay? When a company lies to an employer, it's a private company, it can do whatever it wants. And no one is going to say, well, you know, like, this company lied to me. And it's horrible. But the moment someone lies in their resume, they're like, oh my God, oh Dios mío, oh how. So, you know, like, is this okay? I'm just curious. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys later.